Hi there, this is Jay here from Jeremy Jacob. Just wanted to cover off something I've just spotted. Let me show you. So I've just come to a block of flats to do a property spot check, and we've got these here. I instantly know what this is about. This is likely to be professional subletters, Airbnbers. It can be just landlords that own their property and they Airbnb it, and they have these lock boxes here. I'm at a block of flats, so okay, the reality of an intruder working out which flat it's for is going to be a little bit difficult. But the point is, obviously as a letting agent, I'm very passionate about how careful you have to be when doing the Airbnb game. Lots and lots of owners now, they're doing these lock boxes, professional subletters, leaving lock boxes outside of apartments. And I will say this, I've got family in America and they work in real estate. And I remember thinking a few years ago, why in the United Kingdom, why haven't we revolutionized our estate agency practice to not have to go into agents where they keep the keys, but to do it in line with how the Americans do it? And how the Americans do it is that they have really heavy duty lock boxes on all the properties. So the agents, because they work in a different way in America, they operate under the multi-listing service. So they all get to share each other's stock, as we call it. So the head agent, the listing agent, will invite other colleague agents from different practices to come and view their properties, and they'll collaborate on the fee. And yeah, there is a little bit of that happens in London, but the fee structure is very different in America. I'm going off point, but my point is this: in America, the properties are huge, and normally a lockbox is carefully located in the backyard somewhere, very discreet, and it's really difficult to find it unless you know where it's located and you are the agent. These lock boxes here, they are just very flimsy. They are not like the ones in America. I know that because I actually had one sent over by a company once. I was very curious to see if they could work in the UK, but when I was sent it, I felt like I was trying to break into a little safe, and it was very heavy. And I was trying to imagine this working on units in London. I think with flats it's very difficult. But I say this, I see a lot of lock boxes on period conversion flats on the exterior, and I instantly notice them because I work in real estate. But if you've got a block of flats where there's clearly only about 5 flats, that's where I go, that's a big security concern. It doesn't take much working out by an intruder or burglar. Like if there's 5 flats, there's 1 lockbox. I just need to test the key on each door. And these little lock boxes I've just shown you, they're very flimsy. I do think they can be easily manhandled or with some sort of building equipment just taken off the wall, and those keys can be stolen and be used. So it's something that I would just be concerned about. I think you've got to be really careful. I think some landlords, they go, oh, Airbnb, but I don't want to get into that, so I'm just going to let a professional dedicated company deal with it. And they don't actually always know what happens with their key. And these companies, they want to make their lives really easy. They don't want to have a central safe place for their keys. They just want to stick it on the wall in one of these cheap lock boxes, and that's where problems start. So my advice is just be really careful in your consideration to use them. I see them more and more. I personally would not use one. I personally would want to, I know some owners don't rent their property, just lose their key all the time, don't fancy changing the locks, and they have family members coming in and out of their house in the United Kingdom, and they fancy using a lockbox just to make their lives easier, less complicated. I get it, but why not just leave a key with a neighbour or 2? that you trust. I personally think it would be safer to do that. Maybe it's a problem with modern day society that maybe you don't want to impose yourself on your neighbours and you don't want to leave a key with them. Get to know your neighbours, build relationships with your neighbours, bit more community. I think that goes a long way, and when you're in a sticky spot, you're safe there. So that's my 10 cents on lockboxes.